Star Wars Episode 6.
Yes. Return to Koala Bear Island.
Nope.
No. Here's the thing, Darth Vader's a fuck up. He screwed up numerous times. And that was sort of the end of his last fuck up, was that movie. I think that was the end of the last fuck up.
What's the actual movie called?
Return of the Jedi. They returned from their own screw-ups. Ewoks, they're lame. It's pandering. They wanted a bunch of kids to buy toys, so they got a bunch of little talking slippers to squeak and squawk and get all the little kids to cheer for them. It's awful lame. The story is not a good one. We'll say that. It could have gone in a multitude of directions with Return of the Jedi. And they picked the least exciting way of doing it, I think.
So you don't like the Ewok?
No, I don't like the Ewoks. The Ewoks, same thing as Jar Jar Binks and all the other little things that squeak and squawk for no apparent reason. And there's no subtitles. There should be subtitles. Do they have subtitles for Ewoks? Do they speak? Or do they just squeak like it's not important. It's a main character in the movie, but it's never really explained as to why nobody understands them and why they're even helping. Lame. Racing around in the trees? Lame. That had to be a more effective way of doing that as well. I find it hard to believe that you can have ships flying through galaxies and stuff, and nobody can come up with a net to catch these things so that they don't get away. Create a big giant steel net and then just chase those idiots into it. End of problem. Right?
Chase those idiots.
I mean, they were just randomly racing through the forest. They weren't really heading in any direction. They were just being chased, tripping over things and getting bonked on the head with boards. Yoda. Does he make it to that show? I think he does. No, he's already dead. No. When does he die?
Doesn't look to his training.
Yoda's a hand puppet. He's supposed to be really good at what he's doing, but he doesn't really achieve anything. He doesn't even achieve the one simple task, training Luke Skywalker to be a really good guy, a really good fighter. He doesn't really even achieve that. Having faith in something and in a religion like the Force, it doesn't really get you anywhere. He's just doing his thing. So the whole Force thing is great, but it doesn't really help all that much. It's just this mad scramble of stupidity. These guys run over here and they bang their head on a board and it's like, oh, storyline without really coming to any deep and meaningful point. You know, there's no swearing, there's no real anger, it's just all these people. Chewbacca. Also, they could have subtitles for that guy. You don't really know what the hell he's saying. He just makes a bunch of noise and points at things. There's a lot of flaw in the communication level of all these people that are helping them out. You know, like Chewbacca's helping them out, him and all his Bigfoot buddies, or whatever. And the little Ewoks are squeaking and squawking and pointing wildly at things. And you can point to things if you have an instruction sheet. I don't know how the hell they communicated with each other. I don't know how they were expected to believe that they could. He screwed up when he was a kid. He got that girl pregnant. Didn't stick around to be a good dad. He screwed up when Obi-Wan kicked his ass. He screwed up when he let Luke Skywalker live, or when he let Princess Leia get away with the plans. He screwed up when he let Luke Skywalker get better at his training, enough to even have a fight with him. He couldn't beat Obi-Wan Kenobi unless Obi-Wan Kenobi let him win. The guy was an idiot. He was an idiot, and he needed a breathing machine. That's how bad and how stupid that guy was. He couldn't even go through life without a breathing machine.
Thank you.
And it wasn't like an ailment. He got his ass kicked so bad, he needed a breathing machine after that. And this guy is just like a screw-up. And we're led to believe that he's the scary force of the movie. Idiot. The guy is an idiot. But he has no real master plan as to how he's going to stop anybody at what he's doing. Well, why don't we put a piece of metal over that hole in the planet thing there so they didn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, he's Darth Vader's kid. So what you've got is an idiot and his idiot kid. He's not even as good as his dad. and his dad's an idiot. Right? You know? And so what we're like, hooray for this guy who's a good idiot instead of the mixed up idiot father. He's not even as good as his dad. He gets angry and does stupid things just like his dad did. I guess the whole storyline is based around the fact that this family's a bunch of fuck-ups. He's supposed to be the good guy, but even that, he doesn't really know. He doesn't know. He gets angry and does stupid things just like his dad did. This idiot and his stupid kids are going to screw up the big master plan. Right? And then his kids screw up. And so, of course, it's not going to work. Because you're a screw up for letting your screw up kid.
Do you like how Star Wars ended?
No. They didn't really get rid of the Empire. They just beat them at a couple of battles and blew up another space station, but they didn't get rid of them. The first one got destroyed because they had a little whole chain reaction thing. So, you know what, I can't even remember how the second one got destroyed, but it was probably something equally as stupid. Space bullets. Doesn't make much sense. Space bullets.
What would you give Return of the Jedi out of 10?
Well, I would say Star Wars being what it was, for what it is. Even when you look back on it and you think, well, the acting's not the best, and there's a whole bunch of holes in the storyline, and you start in the middle of a story that you don't really know the beginning to. For what it was a landmark film. So without leaving any kind of grand explanation, other than the screwed up family storyline as to what exactly was happening and why. But Return of the Jedi just didn't really leave any, it was just more of the same. Just more of the same. It was the same movie.
So what would you give it out of 10, Return of the Jedi?
Oh, like 4 or 5. They threw a bunch of stupid Ewoks in there and stuff, and they started to make it this cute. It looked like the Muppets go to space.